you got it wrong.
A certain gene can be stimulated by chemicals in cigarette smoke, causing lung cells to metabolize the chemicals in the way that make the cells cancerous. Yet smokers in whom this gene is not stimulated have as high a risk of developing lung cancer from smoking as other smokers do.
All right. What is this an argument or a set of facts, Lynn?
A set of facts.
Excellent. Yeah. Which I need to get better. For some reason, I always say set of facts. It's just a statement. And then Lynn, can you go ahead and explain the stimulus to us in your own words?
When I thought about it, I went through, I said, okay, it's a gene that can be triggered by chemicals in cigarette smoke that causes lung cells. I didn't know, I thought myself metabolize, I thought grow. I don't know if that's correct. The chemicals in a way that make them cancerous, make the cells cancerous.
I don't think that you're wrong in metabolize, but not wrong. I don't think you would be misguided by the word you came up with, metabolize, but I think I think of metabolize as like metabolism. Like almost like breaking down, maybe.
Okay.
Like so causing lung cells to maybe break down the chemicals in a way that makes the cells but if you're growing the chemicals in the way to make them cancerous, I don't think you're gonna go wrong.
Okay. But even though that we know that this happens in people who smoke, smokers and smokers in whom this gene is not stimulated have as high as a risk of developing cancer smoking as other smokers do. So even though it knows we know that this can happen in cigarette smoke, it also can happen in other places.
Okay, so we're saying here, yet smokers in whom this gene, so it's this certain gene here, right?
Oh, the gene.
Is not stimulated. So even like smokers that don't have this gene stimulated have as high of a risk of getting lung cancer as smokers that do have this gene stimulated.
Yes.
So we're talking about, in both times we're talking about smokers, but in one situation, the gene is stimulated, and in the other, the gene is not. So
yes.
did you make any predictions from that? Like before you went on, not like, and when I say predictions, not necessarily an answer choice prediction, but did something in your head kind of come to you like, oh, so this is kind of true of these two situations?
Yeah, I was thinking either way, it sounds like smoking can cause cancer if that particular gene is metabolized or not.
Yeah, that's like, so we can't even like, so maybe this gene doesn't really have anything to do with your likelihood of getting cancer. All right, so I want you to take, you both were correct on your answer, but I want you to take 30 seconds and just remind yourself why the other answer choices are wrong, and then we're going to go through the wrong ones. All right, so why is B wrong, Lynn?
Non-smokers have a high risk of developing lung cancer, as do smokers in whom the gene has not been stimulated. I said that wasn't true because we wasn't talking about non-smokers.
Yeah, we never bring up non-smokers. Excellent. All right, Sky, why is C wrong?
C says smokers in whom the gene has been stimulated are more likely to develop lung cancer than other smokers. So I think C is wrong because of the more likely. And it says that in the second sentence that there's as high of a risk.
Yeah, so C is like the opposite of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
All right, and why is D wrong, Lynn?
The gene is more likely to be stimulated by chemicals in the cigarette smoke than other chemicals. We don't know about any other chemicals.
Excellent. Yes. Maybe there's some other, maybe the gene is likely, maybe like endorphins. Like I realize that chemicals don't have to always be like the chemicals we think of. Like obviously there's like all kinds of chemicals. All right, and then E, Sky?
E says smokers are least likely to develop lung cancer if they do not have the gene. So I did not pick E because it says least likely.
Or less likely, yeah. But same.
Yeah, less likely.
Or less, so smokers are less likely if they do not have the gene. When it's told us, like we don't really know about like if you have the gene or don't have the gene. We're just talking about if it's stimulated or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then so A says stimulation of the gene by chemicals and cigarette smoke is not the only. So I love how mild that is. So it's not saying that it's not involved at all. It's just saying not the only factor affecting the risk for smokers of developing lung cancer. Excellent. How did you